G'day everyone, how's it all going? So today, as you can see, we're going to go back in time and we're going to be checking out a brown bag MRE. And as you can see, because it's got these large numbers on the sides, that's a bit of a hint to give us a time frame, and it is from between 1988 and 1996 that this style ran. After 1996, they actually started running the first of the tan bags. And this menu was actually sent to me by our mate Gundog. So, Gundog, thanks heaps mate. Can't wait to check this thing out. Now what we've got today is we have menu number 8, ham slice. It contains Accessory Pack A and was done by the Paco company. Now sorry it's a bit blurry at times, this is a brand new phone that I'm recording with, so I'm still trying to work it all out. With the ham slice, it ran from 1988 to 1995, so the last year of the brown bags didn't actually contain ham slice. They actually swapped menu number 8 over and chicken with rice took over. Checking out the bag itself, very strong thick plastic, and it doesn't actually contain a easy peel seal. It actually has a little tear notch at the top here, a bit like they've got on the Lithuanian rations nowadays. And also very little information. They don't have any sort of info about, military property, not for resale and stuff like that, and nothing at all on the back. So just very basic information written on the front here. So let's check this thing out. And I'm not actually going to try and tear it at its tear notch. I'm going to actually just try and open it a bit more careful at the back here, because I would like to keep this old bag. I reckon it'd be pretty cool to have. So, pull him across and let's check out what's inside it. Actually a fair bit of gear falling out of there. So, first thing we've got is our MRE spoon. Accessory Pack A, we'll have a look at that in a sec. Brownie, chocolate covered. Potatoes Au Gratin. Our ham slice, and I forgot to check date code. See if we can see anything on here. 0225. I'm not sure, there's a 1 here, but then you've got a harder pressed in 0225, so I'm thinking it's from 1990, this one. Don't know, let's see if there's another date code punched in anyway. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be from 1990. Yeah, not sure. Cocoa beverage powder. Beverage based powder. And great, there we go. Cool. Yeah, and this is from early 1991. So I reckon this would be a 1991 MRE. Got our crackers, and they are still really well vacuum sealed as well. So hopefully those will go okay. And apple jelly. Fantastic. Give that a good knead off camera, I reckon. And finally, we'll check out this accessory pack. No sort of funky smells or anything coming up from it at all. We've got an old style Taster's Choice. Haven't seen that style bag before, like myself, but I've seen it on other people's reviews. Interesting to see if that one's full of mold like they have with the other ones. Got some non-dairy creamer, Domino sugar, loo roll or toilet paper, iodized salt, got some gum, a wet nap, and some matches here as well. There we go. Ooh, not too bad. So what we have in this menu, we've got crackers, ham slice, brownie chocolate covered, creamer, iodized salt, chewing gum, potatoes au gratin. We've got our cocoa beverage powder, apple jelly, grape flavoured beverage powder, sugar, and Taster's Choice coffee. So I'm just going to get these into some hot water, and then we'll get the rest of the stuff out onto a tray. So I'm just waiting for the kettle to boil. So why don't we get this stuff out onto the tray first? And first we'll start with these crackers. Let's see if we can get a hiss from it. Ooh, hopefully you heard that one. Not bad. Little hiss in there. And, well, here we go. One broken and one fully intact cracker. Now, there's no salt or anything like that on this one, so it's just plain, which is completely fine. And we'll have a look at this apple jelly as well. And we'll just do a little notch off here. And let's put some onto the cracker. Actually, I'll hold it up close, hopefully this will focus. And you can see it. No focus, unfortunately. But there we go. So it's still pretty chunky, fairly dark. Give it a quick sniff. Can't really smell the grape there or that jelly at all. It's more just a slightly sort of stale smell coming from these crackers. And let's check out this brownie. Pretty sure this thing is the one item that was absolutely like wanted and loved in these things. Wow, check that out. Absolutely fantastic condition. Got a little bit melted over the years and stuff, but really absolutely fantastic. No real bloom or anything like that on there. So, geez, that's awesome. Oh, still a really nice chocolate smell coming from it as well. That's fantastic. And might as well pop open this gum too. Get those out there. So I'll give this a bit of a clean up and we'll make up these drinks. So we'll start off with this grape beverage base powder. Pretty nice green and or like a bluey tinge in there. Oh, pretty good smell. Very grapey sort of smell. However, very slight kind of sour smell to it as well. And there's sort of some browner sort of powders in there. I don't know what that is, if it's bad or anything, but I will give it a crack. Very dark already. Let's give it a stir. Very dark color there. I actually had to hold that up to the light, and it's got a very dark sort of purple color to it, but you can only see it if you're actually putting it up to the light. And I have got 2 cups here of hot water, and next what we're going to do is the cocoa beverage powder. So this asks for a 1/4 canteen cup of water, or 6 fluid ounces. We've got a little bit more than that in here, but I'll have a nice big drink. Wow. It's looking really good in there. Very sort of stale chocolate smell, which I guess you'd expect something this old, but you can still smell that chocolate in there. Give that one a stir too. I will say that grape beverage powder did actually reconstitute fairly quickly, considering. There's a lot of newer sort of ones which take a lot longer to stir, and just like this chocolate powder here, that's all ready to go as well pretty quickly. And finally, let's check out this coffee. So I'm not sure how we're going to go with this taster's choice, but well, looking in there, that looks fine. So I'm just going to pour him straight in. Yep, absolutely perfect. Go the sugar as well. Just the Domino's brand. And we'll also pop in maybe some of this creamer. We'll actually see how it goes for colour first. And that creamer looks absolutely perfect. We'll chuck a little bit of that in too. Cool. I only put about half of the sachet in there. Give this coffee a stir. There we go. Looking beautiful. Like a darker sort of colour in the coffee. So I've just opened up the potatoes au gratin and I gave it a quick smell and just had this beautiful cheese smell, and as I kept breathing it just come up with a really weird metallic-y smell to it. So let's pour that out. And it's pretty, bit of a darker colour there, but not too bad. But, yeah, that smell that come from there was a bit of a worry. And here's the hero of it, the ham slice. I don't really want all those juices that it's in, so I might just try and slide it out like that. Nice big chunk there. The smell of it is exactly like Spam, so it wouldn't surprise me if this is just a big slab of Spam. Let's give this stuff a crack, everyone. Start off with this ham slice. And, jeez, hopefully she goes alright. There we go. Cheers, everyone. Quite a strong metallic-y taste to this one, so I don't know whether it's just from the packaging or if it's age. You still do get this nice ham or Spam flavour from it as well, but it's just an extra metallic-y taste on top of it, so not sure whether it's still alright or not. It might just be the normal sort of flavours that come in from the packaging and it's still fine, but not too bad. The texture is absolutely fantastic as well. Already, as it's a salted meat, there's plenty of salt and sodium in there, so you don't really need any other seasonings at all on it. Let's try this potatoes au gratin. I think I'm just going to try a tiny bit first off camera and we'll see how we go. Oh, that is definitely off. Yep. Trust your nose, people. Yep, that was absolutely feral. That just turned my stomach instantly, pretty much. So it wasn't too far into it before I yeah, had to spit that out real quick. Actually, have a look at this drink, and there are some weird sort of floaties on there. Don't know exactly what that is. Hopefully that's okay. Wow, that still tastes absolutely perfect, that grape drink. Slight sourness from the age of it, however it's nothing like you need to be worried about with that sort of taste. So really good. A lot darker than I was expecting, however that might be the normal sort of colour that they had back then. If you used to serve or you've had plenty of these sort of older rations, let me know in the comments down below. And we'll try some of this cracker. So I did say earlier that it had a real old sort of stale smell to it, but let's taste it and see. Yeah, you know what, she's a bit stale, but nah, still really good considering. And looking forward to actually trying it with some of this apple jelly on here. Oh, that apple jelly is still absolutely perfect. Really great sweet apple flavour on there. Goes perfect with these crackers. And I might try this hot chocolate now. That is still really nice as well. That hot chocolate, sweet milk chocolate sort of flavour. There is a slight taste or flavour in the background that kind of reminds you of the smell of old books, but really not off-putting at all. It's just a little extra sort of taste or smell that's in the background there. So it smelled good, it looked good. Let's see if it tastes good. This brownie with chocolate covering. Really not too bad, this thing. However, it does have some nuts in here which I was not expecting, and some of them, there's a slight rancidity to it. I got a bit of that funny old taste in the back of my throat and on my tongue, but it's not full-blown rancid, so it's still fine. You can eat it, it's not going to kill you or anything like that. But I might just stick with it there and then we'll finish off this video. We'll give this coffee a crack. Yep, that was really nice. I'm glad that that Taster's Choice, the older one, actually lasted. I don't know what it is with those sort of bigger rectangular red packets which always seem to get mold in it. But really nice coffee. And finally, let's give one of these chiclets a go. Oh, geez, that was hard. That gum, absolutely fantastic. Very hard at the start, but just after only about 2 or 3 bites, softened right up and had this great peppermint flavour to it. Absolutely fantastic. So, still no worries for that one. So, that's the end of the review, everyone. This was absolutely fantastic. I know that these couple of things were really off and weren't the best. However, I reckon if this thing was fresh, if I tried one of these things and it was just made in the last year or two, I reckon I'd absolutely demolish this. Just the flavours that you have in here, from what I could taste, around all the bad parts, I reckon she would have been a pretty good meal, this one. And it's actually a lot better than what I was expecting. I've been holding off on doing this one because I was pretty worried about, first, how it would have gone with age, but also just what the flavours would be like and how it would have held up. But glad I've finally done it, and really, really impressed. I know that living off this stuff would bloody do your head in, but you know what? For me, someone who's just trying it out, having a look at it and giving my own opinion, that's where I reckon I'd be with it. This brownie with the chocolate covering, if that's the thing which everyone was going on about being like the main thing to get, tell you what, you're absolutely spot on. That was absolutely fantastic. Gum, always good, great to have after a meal. Your crackers, apple jelly, fantastic. We don't really get apple jelly here in Australia, so something nice, bit of a change, but that really held up well over those, wow, 28 years. Jeez. Coffee, fantastic. This hot chocolate, absolutely spectacular. Absolutely love that. And it really does remind me of what we have here with the Cadbury's hot chocolate mix. Great beverage powder, that went well too. Great grape flavour, not too bad at all. So, once again, Gundog, thank you so much, mate, for sending this one to me. It's been really cool to check out. So if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment in the comment section below. Always like reading that stuff and getting back to yous. And you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram too if you'd like. That way you can keep up with what's happening, what menus are coming up and what reviews I'm doing, and sometimes even put it out there to see what you want me to review next. Thanks heaps for stopping by, everyone. See ya.